All right, this is a homework question that came to me, and if you look at like the example, I mean it's kind of understandable that this person's going to retire in 25 years, and so they for 25 years they put some money into an account, which you're trying to figure out how much, and so they do this monthly. And so you can see, I'm just going to show you this. Of course, you divide your rate by 12 because it's monthly. And you can see the big ugly formula for future value because they want to know in the future, right, how much money they will have based on a payment that we don't know because they're asking how large must her monthly contributions be. And then after that, she wants to withdraw $3,700 per month. Sounds kind of nice, right? So that's the present value. So right here it says once she begins the withdrawals. Okay, so all this was the future value formula. Should kind of sort of look familiar. We don't do this by hand. We do it in Excel. And then it shows the present value. And so they plug in all the values into the present value. Okay, so there's the present value formula right here. And so then what you're basically doing is you're setting these two formulas equal to each other. Okay. Yes, you could go sit and go through the algebra, and if anybody wants to with me, I can show you. But what's happening is you're moving this over here. So what happens is the denominators end up canceling. Think about if you took this divided by this square bracket. So what's happening when you do that, that's what they're showing here, is all you get is that denominator ends up canceling out. So this top is present value. Okay, you can kind of see that up here, the present value. The easiest thing to look at is the 12 times 10, the 120, and then divided by future value, and then multiply by this payment. So what I did in here, and that's going to be this one that you see, this example, is I used Excel because I really don't want to go through these formulas manually, and hopefully by now you have gone through my video and you have this nice Excel spreadsheet set up. So you can see here, let me try to do it, I'm trying to get it where you can actually see it. Okay, there's my present value. So you can see my present value formula. Again, we don't really care. We're using the Excel. So my present value formula, somewhere $2,200 per month. My rate, 0.07 divided by 12. That's what this number is happening. My N, the number of periods, 12 monthly times 10 years. Okay, so this is, I'm doing the second part first. Okay, so I get my present value. My future value, here, the 2,200, same thing, the rate. You can see I'm doing that here. Okay, like I said, hopefully you've done this, set this up already. This is the 12 times 15. I was actually just showing manually how to do it there. And I get this value. If you take the present value, and that's what you were seeing on the screen in the help, they take the present value, again, that's me doing it manually. They take the present value and they divide it by the future value, and then they multiply it by that 2,200, that amount. Okay, so that's all they're doing. Now the only thing that I noticed, because when I did this the first time it was a little off, be sure your values here, you're saying end of the period, so that's 0. Because this one, when we did it in here, notice we did a 1. You're going to need to change that to 0. Hopefully that's understandable. That I knew there had to be a way that you could do this fairly quickly in Excel. Again, it's just finding the present value divided by the future value and then taking that and multiplying it by that 2,200 in this case.